Hello guys, my name is Shruti and welcome to my video. Let's start today's interview questions on C# programming language. Question: what is an object and class? Answer: class is an encapsulation of properties and methods that are used to represent a real-time entity. It is a data structure that brings all the instances together in a single unit. Object is defined as an instance of a class. Technically, it is just a block of memory allocated that can be stored in the form of variables, array or a collection. Question: what are the fundamental OOP concept? Answer: the four fundamental concepts of object-oriented programming are encapsulation. Here, the internal representation of an object is hidden from the view outside the object's definition. Only the required information can be accessed, whereas the rest of the data implementation is hidden. Abstraction: it is a process of identifying the critical behavior and data of an object and eliminating the irrelevant details. Inheritance: it is the ability to create new classes from another class. It is done by accessing, modifying and extending the behavior of objects in the parent class. Polymorphism: the name means one name, many forms. It is achieved by having multiple methods with the same name but different implementations. Question: what is managed and unmanaged code? Answer: managed code is a code that is executed by CLR, Common Language Runtime, i.e. all application code is based on .NET platform. It is considered as managed because of the .NET framework, which internally uses the garbage collector to clear up the unused memory. Unmanaged code is any code that is executed by application runtime of any other framework apart from .NET. The application runtime will take care of memory, security and other performance operations. Question: what is an interface? Answer: interface is a class with no implementation. The only thing that it contains is the declaration of methods, properties, and events. Question: what are the different types of classes in C#? Answer: the different types of class in C# are partial class. It allows its members to be divided or shared with multiple CS files. It is denoted by the keyword partial. Sealed class: it is a class that cannot be inherited. To access the members of a sealed class, we need to create the object of the class. It is denoted by the keyword sealed. Abstract class: it is a class whose object cannot be instantiated. The class can only be inherited. It should contain at least one method. It is denoted by the keyword abstract. Static class: it is a class that does not allow inheritance. The members of the class are also static. It is denoted by the keyword static. This keyword tells the compiler to check for any accidental instances of the static class. Question: explain code compilation in C#. Answer: code compilation in C# includes the following four steps: compiling the source code into managed code by C# compiler, combining the newly created code into assemblies, loading the Common Language Runtime (CLR), executing the assembly by CLR. Question: what is difference between the virtual method and the abstract method? Answer: the virtual method must always have a default implementation. However, it can be overridden in the derived class, although it is not mandatory. It can be overridden using the override keyword. An abstract method does not have an implementation. It resides in the abstract class. It is mandatory that the derived class implements the abstract method. An override keyword is not necessary here, though it can be used. Question: explain namespace in C#. Answer: they are used to organize large code projects. System is the most widely used namespace in C#. We can create our own namespace and can also use one namespace in another, which is called nested namespaces. They are denoted by the keyword namespace. Question: what is using statement in C#? Answer: using keyword denotes that the particular namespace is being used by the program. For example, using system here, system as a namespace. The class console is defined under system. So, we can use the console, writeline, or readline in our program. Question: explain Is Abstraction. Answer: abstraction is one of the OOP concepts. It is used to display only the essential features of the class and hide unnecessary information. Let us take an example of a car. A driver of the car should know the details about the car such as color, name, mirror, steering, gear, brake, etc. What he doesn't have to know is an internal engine, exhaust system. So, Abstraction helps in knowing what is necessary and hiding the internal details from the outside world. Hiding of the internal information can be achieved by declaring such parameters as private using the private keyword. Question: explain polymorphism. Answer: programmatically, polymorphism means the same method but different implementations. It is of two types: compile time and runtime. Compile time polymorphism is achieved by operator overloading. Runtime polymorphism is achieved by overriding. Inheritance and virtual functions are used during runtime polymorphism. For example, if a class has a method void add, polymorphism is achieved by overloading the method, that is, void add int a, int b, void add int add are all overloaded methods. Question: how is exception handling implemented in C#? Answer: exception handling is done using 4 keywords in C#. Try contains a block of code for which an exception will be checked. Catch: it is a program that catches an exception with the help of the exception handler. Finally, it is a block of code written to execute regardless of whether an exception is caught or not. Throws an exception when a problem occurs. Question: what are C#IO classes? What are the commonly used IO classes? Answer: C# has system IO namespace, consisting of classes that are used to perform various operations on files like creating, deleting, opening, closing, etc. Some commonly used IO classes are: file, helps in manipulating a file; streamwriter, used for writing characters to a stream; streamreader, used for reading characters to a stream; stringwriter, used for reading a string buffer; stringreader, used for writing a string buffer; path, used for performing operations related to the path information. Question: what is destructor in C#? Answer: destructor is used to clean up the memory and free the resources. But in C# this is done by the garbage collector on its own. System GC collect is called internally for cleaning up. But sometimes it may be necessary to implement destructors manually. Question: what is an abstract class? Answer: an abstract class is a class which is denoted by abstract keyword and can be used only as a base class. This class should always be inherited. An instance of the class itself cannot be created. If we do not want any program to create an object of a class, then such classes can be made abstract. Any method in the abstract class does not have implementations in the same class. But they must be implemented in the child class. For example, abstract class AB1 public void add class child class, AB1 child class CS equals new child class, int sum equals CS, add. All the methods in an abstract class are implicitly virtual methods. Hence, the virtual keyword should not be used with any. Question: what are boxing and unboxing? Answer: converting a value type to reference type is called boxing. For example, int value 1 equals 10, boxing, object boxed value equals value 1, explicit conversion of same reference type, created by boxing, back to value type is called unboxing. For example, unboxing int unboxing equals int boxed value. Question: what is difference between continue and break statement in C#? Answer: break statement breaks the loop. It makes the control of the program to exit the loop. Continue statement makes the control of the program to exit only the current iteration. It does not break the loop. Question: what are the differences between finally and finalize block in C#? Answer: finally block is called after the execution of try and catch block. It is used for exception handling. Regardless of whether an exception is caught or not, this block of code will be executed. Usually, this block will have a cleanup code. Finalize method is called just before garbage collection. It is used to perform cleanup operations of unmanaged code. It is automatically called when a given instance is not subsequently called. Arrays and strings. Question: what is an array? Give the syntax for single and multi-dimensional array. Answer: an array is used to store multiple variables of the same type. It is a collection of variables stored in a contiguous memory location. For example, double numbers equals new double 10, int, score equals new int 4, 25, 24, 23, 25. A single dimensional array is a linear array where the variables are stored in a single row. Above example is a single-dimensional array. Arrays can have more than one dimension. Multidimensional arrays are also called rectangular arrays. For example, int numbers equals new int 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Question: what is a jagged array? Answer: a jagged array is an array whose elements are arrays. It is also called as the array of arrays. It can be either single or multiple dimensions. Int jagged array equals new int 4. Question: name some properties of array. Answer: properties of an array include length, gets the total number of elements in an array. Is fixed size, tells whether the array is fixed in size or not. Is read-only, tells whether the array is read-only or not. Question: what is an array class? Answer: an array class is the base class for all arrays. It provides many properties and methods. It is present in the namespace system. Question: what is a string? What are the properties of a string class? Answer: a string is a collection of char objects. We can also declare string variables in C#. String name equals C# questions. A string class in C# represents a string. The properties of the string class are: chars get the char object in the current string. Length gets the number of objects in the current string. Question: what is an escape sequence? Name some string escape statement in C#. Answer: an escape sequence is denoted by a backslash. The backslash indicates that the character that follows it should be interpreted literally, or it is a special character. An escape sequence is considered as a single character. String escape sequences are as follows. Question: what are the basic string operations? Explain. Answer: some of the basic string operations are concatenate. Two strings can be concatenated either by using a system string, concat, or by using plus operator. Modify, replace a, b is used to replace a string with another string. Trim is used to trim the string at the end or at the beginning. Compare, system, string comparison is used to compare two strings, either a case-sensitive comparison or not case-sensitive. Mainly takes two parameters, original string, and string to be compared with. Search, start with, ends with methods are used to search a particular string. Question: what is a delegate? Explain. Answer: a delegate is a variable that holds the reference to a method. Hence it is a function pointer or reference type. All delegates are derived from system, delegate namespace. Both delegate and the method that it refers to can have the same signature. Declaring a delegate. In the above example, we have a delegate midal which takes an integer value as a parameter. Class program has a method of the same signature as the delegate, called addNumbers. If there is another method called start which creates an object of the delegate, then the object can be assigned to addNumbers as it has the same signature as that of the delegate. Question: how to use delegates with events? Answer: delegates are used to raise events and handle them. Always a delegate needs to be declared first and then the events are declared. Let us see an example. Consider a class called patient. Consider two other classes, insurance and bank, which requires death information of the patient from patient class. Here, insurance and bank are the subscribers and the patient class becomes the publisher. It triggers the death event and the other two classes should receive the event. Question: what is generic class in C#? Answer: generics or generic class is used to create classes or objects which do not have any specific data type. The data type can be assigned during runtime, i.e. when it is used in the program. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.